Hey y'all, and welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Today we've got some fun things going on. Well, really not fun, but busy things going on. We're setting up chicken houses, and we're doing several. I've got to run to the church. Just lots of stuff, and we're going to check out the progress on our cabinets. Now, Caroline holds the camera for a little bit in some of the shots in the chicken houses, and she holds it the wrong way. So just make it through those couple of clips, and then the camera will be back in the right direction.
She's an amateur.
She's an amateur. But thank you for watching the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Please hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, and give me a thumbs up. This is a farming video with a little bit of fun, checking out our cabinets at the end. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Today is a busy, hard-working day on the farm. Hence my lovely hair. And so I ran home. I've been fighting a sinus infection like for weeks, and I finally got some antibiotics sent in. And so this morning I was a little bit nauseous, so I had to run home and eat a cracker. So I just grabbed my phone and thought, well, it's been a while since I've done a farm day, like a full farm day. We've been in hay season, and I've showed you clips of us working with hay. But today is the day we're having to take a break from the hay. Well, not really a break, because later on Isaac's going to be working in the hay. But our chickens are coming next week, so we've got to set up the chicken houses for them next week. So I'm going to cut the camera off because I'm fixing to get on the road. And then we're going to go over here and we're setting up chicken houses. And they're probably wondering where I'm at, but I had to get a cracker. I was about to vomit. Okay guys, so the first thing that we do is we lower our feed pans about halfway down. And these little things are called chick mates. I know many of you have seen this before on my channel. But for those that are new, I'm going to share it again. These are chick mates. They go up like that, but we pull them down because we're going to put trays, because the little bitties are so small that this gives them extra feed that they can reach. They'll be able to reach the feed in here too, but this gives them a little extra start. So we lower this halfway down and we put the chick mates down, and then we're going to roll paper out underneath the pans, the feed pans, and we're going to open the windows, put the hoppers on, and just get things set back up for chickens, because they come in just a few days. So we'll show you each process, but the chick mates have already been turned down, so you didn't get to see that, but that's totally fine. And I'll show you the next process. We got Eli helping us today, if you can see him over there, and of course Isaac, and Judah over there in the ground, and Caroline's way down there, and Bryant's with us somewhere. Okay, we're getting ready to see them bringing the paper out underneath the feed pans. We also put paper out under our water, our drinkers, so you'll see that as well. Here we are lowering the feed, and I just got to make sure it goes through the fence correctly. So we're lowering the feed pans to the ground, as you can see. And Eli, I'm going to go up here where Eli's at. He's putting out clear trays. And that's what goes under the chick mates that I showed you earlier. And when we turn the feed on, feed will come out of those chick mates and into these clear trays. That way, when they're small, they can get up in these little trays and eat if they can't get into the bigger ones. So there we go. And we're going to go down here on this end of the chicken house and do the same thing. Okay guys, these are called hoppers. And we just put those on. We have to clip them in. And then there is a switch that goes down in there that tells the feed when to turn on and turn off.
And the hopper just holds the feed for that great big long
Feed line.
300-foot feed line.
Yep, so the feed's in here. It comes from the big feeders outside through this piping system and into these hoppers. So what you hear running is the feed. We've turned it on. As you can see, feed is really dusty. So they are now putting out drinker line paper. That's what they're doing now. That'll lay down underneath the drinkers. Supposedly the chicks like the sound of them walking on it, and it attracts them to the water. I think that's the reason behind it. Although I can't say that I have bought into that, because they drink it whether we've done water paper or not. So anyway. So once they get all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drinker lines down, paper down, they'll lower the drinkers and we'll stand the stand-up tubes up. So, and let me just show you little Mr. Jitterbug. Who's having, we have to like bathe him 4 times after being in the chicken house, because he doesn't mind playing in it. So he gets really dirty. And there's shavings in with the ground up chicken litter. There's shavings in here. So
Judah, move, buddy. Move, buddy. Move. Come here.
Move.
Eli's working.
Good job, buddy. And so what Bryant's doing here is he's hooking up a drill with a big long hook on it.
A shepherd's crook.
And lowering the feed line. See the feed line coming down. Drinker line, sorry. I'm saying the wrong thing. Caroline's running over there to make sure it goes down in the fence. And the reason we have a fence up is because when they're biddies, when they're small, we only keep them in half of the house. So, well, that fence, and then down there where Eli's headed, way down there is another fence. So we only keep them in the center of the house when they're small. And then as they get a little larger, we'll open up and they'll be full house. Yep, it's called a brood section. So Caroline is down there. She's going to make sure that the drinker line comes down properly. She's going to do the stand-up tube. I don't know if you could see that. And she's going to make sure it goes down in the hole in the fence correctly. And oh, the shepherd's crook came out of the drill. He said small malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction. Oh no. All right. So I'm going to show you the water tubes. But this right here is a complete setup. This is 1/4 of the house, and it is completely set up. We have the feed lines, the pans, the chick mates down, the drinker paper, the drinkers down on both sides. So we are completely set up on this side. Now they're going to do this side over here, but they're still putting out drinker paper. So we got a little whiles to wait on this side. And I always watch the very end of the drinkers to be sure they come down properly, because sometimes they can be coming down up here where Bryant's at, but still be up in the air, and that's not good. So I start yelling, stop, stop. There is, where Caroline is, and on past her, there's 2 more sets of tubes that she'll stand up, and at the very end, there's a valve that she will close off that keeps the water in the line. Huh?
I said, do you want me to take them with me?
Sure.
Take what?
Caroline's going to take you down there and show you what she does. In just a second. But we'll watch this. I'll show you how she makes sure it goes. See, we have these fences that keep the chicks where we want them. And we've cut out holes for the drinkers. We've cut out holes for the feline. And of course, there's another hole for the drinker. And so what she has to do is, while Bryant's lowering it, she has to make sure it goes in the right slots. Because if it kinks up the water line, that makes the flow not right. And they're finishing up the drinker paper right now. I don't know if you can see the gator or not, but there's a man sitting in there. He's waving. He's taking a break. He's on the phone. In other words, AKA, he's taking a break. There's one of those drinker tubes, regulator tubes, or that she stands up. And what she'll do at the end is she'll cut the water off, the flow off. And to be sure that the water stays in this house. So I'm going to give her the camera.
Okay, so I'm leaving the part that we set up, and I'm coming on down the end of the house. Some more stand-up tubes that we got to get. And we just pop them up. We step over. There's 2 right here. Pop that one up. And then I just go ahead while I'm down here and get these. I guess you could do a U if you wanted to. But then that would be making it simple. And I don't make things simple. So stood those up. And then there's 4 more down here at the bottom of the house, the back of the house. Those right there with the cages, that's our fans. Helps us regulate temperature and like ammonia and stuff, I guess, because you can like filter that out. I don't know the correct wording for that. Stand up tube. And then the little knob. Oh my gosh, what's it called? I don't know. It's called something. I just can't think of it. Oh, what is the word for that? Alright, well, it's going to be knob for today because I can't think of it. Stand up tube. Stand up tube. Alright, and that's what these are our fans and our stand up tubes, and then that's looking on down to the rest of the house, and this is the view outside. I don't know if she showed you this, but I know she was talking about the hopper earlier. The hopper distributes the food. I'm going to flip you around so you can see. This is where we have the trays and then the pans. And it goes all the way down that way, and that's how it fills up the food. And the hoppers are connected to this tube, which runs outside to the big feed bins. And so the food's coming from the feed bins in the back. That back one's full. See that? The food's slowly coming down through this tube and into the house and into the hoppers. So yeah, that's how it works. On chicken houses, Judah?
Yeah.
You like working?
Yeah.
What are you working with? What is that?
Bulldozer.
Is your bulldozer? What do you do with a bulldozer?
Play with it.
Oh, you're gonna play with it? But what does it do? Does it dig? Does it dig dirt?
Yeah.
Show me how. Can you show me? There you go. Awesome.
Oh, my bulldozer.
What happened? Is it stuck in the mud? Oh my goodness. Someone's gonna need a bath tonight.
Hey guys, we are done setting up chicken houses. I went home and I just changed clothes, washed my hands and arms up really good, and I've come to the fellowship hall to put on some food for graduation Sunday. And then we're gonna have just a little bit of corn. I don't know if you can see that. Not a lot of corn because we're having potatoes too, so we just did small amount of corn. But I have one of these whole roasters of green beans. I've got them started. I'm wanting them to get good and hot, and then I'll turn them down and leave, and then we'll come back later this evening and cut them off. And over here, I'm making tea, making 2 sweets and 1 unsweet concentrate for the urns over there. So, y'all, I'm telling you, we have had the busiest week. It has been crazy busy. It is, hay, like crazy. And then we went to Samaritan's Operation Christmas Child. They had some, like, summer donations come in, so we went and did those boxes. Excuse me. We went and did those boxes yesterday. And then today, this morning, we set up all 6 chicken houses. We'd only planned on doing 4, but we actually got all 6 set up. And now I'm here. We have this. Then my cabinets are ready. And I get to go look at them tonight. See if there's anything I want to change. And tomorrow we have church. Oh, and then we got to come back and finish the food. Plus, it's our church conference tomorrow night, so we got to get the booklets ready tonight. Bryant and I do. And I think I got my lip to bleeding. But we're going to do it the easy way. We're taking it to Staples. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My lip's bleeding. But anyway, and then we'll be back here in the morning for church. 2 services. We have 2 services. And then after church, we have our graduate meal because it's graduate Sunday. So we have a meal afterwards. That's what I'm cooking for. And then we have something else. And then tomorrow night we have our conference. Not to mention that I do not feel good at all. At all. I just want to sleep. And then Tuesday, we get chickens back. So it's like nonstop. Like Bryant and Isaac are working in hay right now. And nobody feels good. Like nobody. Bryant has an injured hand. Isaac and I are suffering from allergies, and Carolina's sick, and Judah and Levi don't feel good. Jamie has a sinus infection too, or allergies or something. So we're all not feeling good. I think I had my finger over the microphone. I may have had it over the microphone. So anyway, I'm gonna go wash my hands, check on the food, check on the tea, and Then we'll head home and take a shower before we go look at the cabinets and before we put the booklets together. And then I'm probably going to go home and I'm just going to crash. I am going to crash. Like, I am ready to crash. If Bryant tells me we got something else to do today, I just don't think I can do it. If I felt good, I could go. And I'm still going. And I don't feel good. But I'm about ready to crash. So, anyway. It is what it is. So, I'm gonna go check on the food. I'll take you wherever I go. I'll take you to see my cabinets. Woo! Y'all, I'm so excited. Okay, guys, y'all, I am so sorry for the way I look. It's rough, I know. But, we are going to get our booklets made for our church conference. We're going to swing by the church, check on the food, and then we're going to check the cabinets out. Now, the cabinets are not stained yet. So, when we go in and look at them, they're not going to be stained up. They're going to be, raw, natural. Because he wants me to make sure I like them. And I think he's going to have them laid out the way my kitchen will be laid out. So, I'm so excited. So excited. Now, of course, the countertops are not going to be on them because I haven't picked them out yet. And, so, I'm taking you guys with me. I'm going to sit in the car while he goes into Staples and takes care of the church booklets and all that good stuff. But, because I am just feeling rough, y'all. I've got to get this sinus infection gone because I feel so rough. But, no rest for the weary yet. So, maybe in a day or two. Maybe in a day or two. So, I'll see you guys at the cabinet store. Well, it's not really a store.
It's a shop.
It's a shop. And guess where his shop is at?
He makes them. Tell him where.
He makes them. He's turned an old chicken house into his shop. Now, how ironic is that? How awesome. All right, so I guess I will see you guys in a little bit.
And then one over here, or two, probably two over here. She may be round. She may be round.
Here's my sink, y'all. There's my sink.
Okay, it's still a long profile, but also the profile, whatever.
This will be the stove.
She say it's wrong. No, she's big. Oh, Lord. And this here is for the, that's just a pattern. Yeah. You'll have three of them on there. They'll be out. They're gonna be thicker. I made them thicker. I just ain't got them solid out yet. I thought I'd show you. I was sure you could see that, so I'll bring the pattern over here.
Now, what are these?
That's your wall cabinets feet.
Over the, yeah. Gotcha.
You got, here's your sink, and you got one this way.
This will be, we'll have Granite come over, and it'll be like an eating bar through here. And my stove be right there. Of course, my sink. He's set it out kind of like my kitchen is laid out, without the top ones up. This is the big one over there is the pantry-like shelf that I'm so excited about. My island in the center. There's my sink. And then this one, this is the top shelves, counters over there in the corner where my microwave sits now. These are the shelves that are going to go up on the ceiling. And then this set of cabinets right here is what's going to go right here beside my kitchen window where my sink is. And then the dish where they're standing, it'll be my dishwasher. And then, I'm so excited about these. My refrigerator will be encased out. And on either side, we're going to have a bottom shelf, granite, and a top shelf. Same thing on this side. And then these are the doors. I'm just doing a flat panel, and it's going to be stained dark. Y'all, I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Things are going to start happening fast now, y'all. This is Tim. He's the one who's built my cabinets. And there's my sink. Now, I know this is going to take a little extra care to keep it clean. So, if you guys know of anything how to keep copper, let me know. Let me know. Y'all, they've stepped in another room. I'm getting really emotional. I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm so excited I can't hardly stand it. That's where my refrigerator. There's my island and my sink, which my dishwasher will be beside my sink. So you kind of get the picture now. There's my stove. Y'all, I'm so excited I can't stand it. I'm trying my best not to cry, but as you can see, I have already gotten emotional just because I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and Bryant today. Whoops, my finger was in front of it.
She's like Caroline, amateur.
Yep, amateur. And so we've just had a busy but yet fun and productive day. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.